Esmond here for Winners and Winers, trying to make you a better. Wow, kind of a dry weekend this weekend, the weekend before Super Bowl. Are we all going to get really excited about the NFL Skills Challenge and flag football game? Barf. It's just a joke. You're ridiculous. But at least the Super Bowl is coming up. And, there's the NHL ALLSTAR game this weekend, which actually kind of entertaining. And I've got some notes here on NHL ALLSTAR weekend. I am going to be placing a few shekels on some of these things. If you don't know, for the past few years, since I think around 2016, it's been this tournament format where all four divisions, there's two divisions and then two within those. So it's four total. Now, it's 9 players aside total on each team. And they play 3-on-3 hockey plus a goalie. Now, this means the ice is wide open when you've only got 3 people, and you've got some of the best scorers in the league playing, obviously, because, they're all-stars. So the scoring should go up considerably, right? Now, this year, the average number of goals scored per team is roughly 3. So an average total in a hockey game would be 6 right now. The over-under for the first 2 games of the weekend is 12 and 12 and a half goals, respectively. In a normal hockey game, if I saw a line of 12, I'm going under all day, all night, twice on Sunday. Now, Central versus Pacific is 12 and a half. Metropolitan versus Atlantic, 12. And I looked back at recent history of these All-Star weekend games, and it's rare that a game exceeds 12 goals. So I don't know if because goal scoring is up this year pretty significantly. It used to be more like 5 goals in the years before that. It was more like 3 or 4. And most games ended in a maybe 1-score differential. 1.5 was sort of the average. That has changed. But still, man, 12 goals? Look, my advice is you take the under in both these games on Saturday, and if it's a similarly high number in the final, I'm also going under. My reasoning is simple. Yeah, you got some of the best players on the ice, but unlike the NBA All-Star game, there is somebody standing in front of the goal. There's nobody standing in front of the basket in the All-Star NBA games, and no defense is played. But in this case, there are defensemen on the All-Star teams, and you have these things called goalies. You have the best goalies in the league going. And these guys have pride. They don't want to stand there and get scored on 6-8 times in a game. So I'm going with goalie pride here. They're going to do the best they can to limit the scoring, and I'm saying go under the 12. I think under 12 is a play, under 12 and a half is a play. That's the way that I'm going to play it. And then you can pick who it is that you think is going to win the overall tournament. The chalk is the Atlantic Division, and let's face it, the Atlantic Division is the best division in hockey. So this is everybody's thinking who's setting these odds. Atlantic Division plus 200. In a tournament like this, where anything can happen really, to take the chalk at plus 200, I think is just silly. It's like in horse racing. If you take the favorite at 2-7, I mean, what? The favorite only wins 30% of the time. So in something like this, I'm looking for value, and here's where I have found it. The Atlantic has 3 of the top 5 point scorers in the league, but that 3 ranks 3rd, 4th, 5th. The top 2 point scorers in the league are in the Pacific Division, and they're on the same team. They're both on the Edmonton Oilers. McDavid and his teammate Leon Draisaitl, pronounce it right. They also have the league's top-scoring defenseman. He's not an Oiler. He's a Shark. But he's the top-scoring defenseman. He's also on their team on the Pacific. Now, if I'm running the Pacific team, I'm putting McDavid and Draisaitl definitely on the same line because they're teammates. That puts all the other teams at a disadvantage because they don't have teammates playing on. This is one of the rare cases where teammates can be on the same line, and they're the top 2 scorers in the league. Then I would put that top-scoring defenseman on that same line, and you've got a murderer's row, man. You got a guy who can play defense, you got and score, you got the top 2 scorers in the league, and as long as you don't have, a turnstile in the goal, I like their chances. I like the Pacific plus 330 to win the overall NHL All-Star Game tournament. Those are my picks. I'm Loud Esmond here for Winners and Winers. Don't forget, look for the premium picks, and we got some hot, and sign up for the email. We've got some hot cappers right now. So go check out those premium picks at the website. I'm Loud Esmond for Winners and Winers. Try to make you a better